Everybody, hope you're having a great Thursday. I'm uploading a video on my cell phone because I'm still on vacation. I want to make sure my subscribers are not missing out on great opportunity. So let's quickly review. So this is S&P 500. You can see this is futures, live future. You can see this morning around, this is time around 11 a.m. 11 a.m. This went below standard deviation. That was a good buy. So the buy was around 43.83. So anything below here, you can see three lines here, they were coming down, and let's see where it is right now. So even today, by the end of the day, it came after around first standard deviation, so it's still in a buy zone. But for tomorrow, you can see 44.06, 43.93, 43.81. These are three buy zones. And if we get a pump, I think most likely we should get a pump Friday or maybe on Monday, but these are the sell zones. Okay, 44.38, 44.50, 44.63. Same thing with the Nasdaq 100. Same thing. You can see it came in the buy zone around 14,970, and now we are bouncing. So it's in a no trade zone. So if you did not take a trade in the morning, then forget it. Don't worry about it. US 30 Dow Jones is still in the buy zone. So tomorrow you should be looking to buy Dow Jones. Okay, DIA is the ETF if you want to buy. And US 2000 Russell 2000 is still in the buy zone. You can see it for well below third standard deviation, still in the buy zone. Okay. And let's keep moving and let's quickly look at any other stocks which are in buy zone. UNH is also in the buy zone, very close to the buy zone. It came again in the morning in the buy zone. UNH is looking good. Gold bounced above from the buy zone. You can see it came dumped near second standard deviation. Now it's bouncing. Still a good buy. Gold miners, I'm looking to get in very, very soon. And you can see it's still in the buy zone. So I'm looking to exit around 30. But right now it's looking very good. GDX ETF. Silver is nowhere in the middle, so no trades on the silver. Enbridge is also in the buy zone. You can see it's in the buy zone. A lot of stocks came into the buy zone, so let's quickly review them today. CNQ is also in the buy zone. You can see here, you can copy level, you can take a screenshot. And natural gas is also, it was in the buy zone, now it's bouncing, it's in the no trade zone, but if it comes below 2.6, look to buy it. Bonds also in the buy zone. You can see bond market is in the buy zone. Pfizer is also in the buy zone. You can see it's near second standard deviation. Very good buy here for Pfizer. CVS Health in no trade zone, so let's ignore it. TSX XIC is the ETF. It's in the buy zone as well. Copper actually it bounced above the buy zone, so no trades here. Let's quickly see. Corn, I told my subscribers to buy it, and you can see it massive bounce after buy zone, so I took exits in corn. And let's quickly see any other interesting stocks. So we covered Newmont Mine, also in the buy zone. This is Barrick Gold in the buy zone. All gold miners are in the buy zone. Let's quickly look at stocks. I think AMD is in the buy zone. You can, oh no, it came very close. Now it's bouncing, so no trades in AMD. Google, let's quickly look at Google if it is there. No trades in the Google as well. And Snowflakes was in the buy zone. You can see here it was in the buy zone basically this morning, and then it's bouncing now. And let's see if there's anything else. Shopify, and it is also in the buy zone. Okay. PayPal bounced from the buy zone. You can see it bounced here from the buy zone. Cisco, nothing here. Disney was in the buy zone. Now it's bouncing, and now it's in the middle. So look to take profits the higher we go near the red line. Oh, Bitcoin, I forgot to cover. Bitcoin was in the buy zone. Let's quickly look at Bitcoin. It is still in the buy zone. You can see how nicely it's still in the buy zone. Look to buy it here. Ethereum also in the buy zone below third standard deviation. Very good buys here. Let's quickly look at anything else. Let's look at stocks which topped very high. Let's see KRE. Let's see, it was in the buy zone. It bounced. I think most of the banking sectors, most of the banking stocks were in the buy zone. PayPal in the buy zone. Salesforce in the buy zone. Most of the stocks hit buy zone this morning. Disney, I think, already covered. Home Depot again in the buy zone. Very good buy in Home Depot. You can see that. Let's see if there's anything else interesting here. Starbucks, the buy zone. Let's keep moving. Let's see. These are 3x ETFs, so ignore them. XIC is the TSX. It's not showing here, but this is also in the buy zone. And most of the Canadian banks are in the buy zone. BMO is in the buy zone. Royal Bank is in the buy zone. TD is in the buy zone. BNS is in the buy zone. CM is in the buy zone. You can see all these. I think National Bank is not in the buy zone yet. Manulife Financials is in the buy zone. You can see JP Morgan bounced from the buy zone. Citigroup is in the buy zone. Goldman Sachs is in the buy zone. Bank of America is in the buy zone. I think CP Rail is in the buy zone. Yes, BN is in the buy zone. Let's see if there's anything else interesting here. XOM is in the buy zone. I think that's about it for now. Let's quickly go to daily chart and see how the analysis is looking like. So let's quickly review daily charts. Let me hide some of these. So basically, my target for you can see what's happening here. We're going higher. You can see there's divergence on PPO and there's divergence on RSI. My target for US 500 this year is around 4150. So I don't know if the decline already started from where we are right now to 4150. It's going to be around 6%. It can still go higher, okay? It can still go higher, but you can see what's happening right now. You can see we're making divergences very nicely. We made a divergence. You can see this high we made a couple of days ago is on a divergent high. You can see PPO is losing momentum. RSI is also losing momentum. So is it possible that we already seen the top? We don't know yet. We'll see, okay? Nasdaq 100, my target is here around 13,500 to buy. So from today's close here to 13,500 is around let's say around 10.5%. Okay, so that's my target. And again, you can see, let's see if there's any divergence here. You can see we made a new high here or equal high. You can see huge divergence. You can see here. You can see RSI is lower, PPO is lower, so you got to be very careful here, guys. We might have seen a top. So US30 just gonna follow Dow Jones, so I'm not gonna be interested in reviewing all these other sectors. Let's look at gold. Gold is in the buy zone, so I'm actually starting to buy gold miners, although it's below the trend line. I made a slightly different trend line. You can see gold miners GDX. I can see it could be still in the trend line. You can see what happened here. It came below, so it's possible we can see a new low then bounce. But this is a good time to buy gold miners. GDX use 3x ETF, but be very careful before buying this. I already told you Enbridge is a good buy. Is in the buy zone for short term. Bitcoin. Let's quickly look at Bitcoin. You can see we made another equal high. You can see here. If I zoom in a bit, you can see it made a new high here. And then you can see PPO is also, RSI is also lower. So let's see today's, this close here. You can see it's lower RSI and PPO also. Now you can see today it crossed green line, crossed below red line, which is very bearish. Okay, and also we got this red sell signal here on Bitcoin. Okay, so be very careful on Bitcoin. Ethereum, you can see here, Ethereum also same thing, sell dot here, and also red line cross green line. So this is a bearish. So be very careful in crypto. I think we might be able to just remember there's a gap on Bitcoin futures, which I told you guys a lot of times. Those who are following my channels, they see here. You can see this gap here. You can see this gap here around 20,000. This will be filled, and I showed rainbow chart. Those you can see my videos. Those who are subscribed, Bitcoin is going nowhere, guys. Okay, so for next couple of years until 2025, Bitcoin is in a range, and I don't think we're gonna see a new bull run until 2025, in my opinion. Okay, let's quickly see any other stock. I told you Pfizer looks pretty good. It made a new low. You can see it made a new low. So still divergence on PPO and RSI. So Pfizer is also looking good. And let's see what else we can see. Let me look at the sectors. XLE was down. Now there's a gap on XLE around here. You can see this gap here, so around 70.98, looking for that to fill. And utilities, let's see if it's still on the trend line. Yes, it is on the trend line, so look to buy any dips. Okay, And financials looking weak. Okay, it filled the gap here. You can see this gap is filled, so we can get rid of that, but there's another gap here that will be a good buy. This third gap here on financials around 31.97, so be very careful, guys. Today there was a news, very high employment. Big companies are trying to hire, and there's like a news, a lot of companies are hiring, so people are thinking Fed's going to increase interest rates, and it's dumping. Tesla, big gap here. You can see massive gaps here, so these will be filled, and not interested in buying Tesla here. Also, we got a red dot here, which is a bearish signal. You can see today's close. We got a red signal here, okay, which is not good sign. Apple, again, sell signal here. Today we got Google, sell signal we got a while ago, okay. Microsoft, no sell signal here, but you can see all these gaps, guys. Be very careful. Meta is on a wedge. You can see going higher on a wedge. Lower momentum on PPO and RSI. Be very careful. Amazon here also gap down and multiple gaps to the downside to fill. Netflix looking for lower prices. Snowflakes looking for lower prices. Nvidia, multiple gaps. AMD looking good. I think this could be a good buy here, AMD. And Intel also on the support, gap down, so this gap will be filled, up gap, so look to buy these. I think that's about it, guys. I hope you like this quick videos, and if you like it, just click the like button. Take care, bye.